I hope you learned something new from the last video. In this video, we are going to talk about photos and iCloud. So we're going to talk about how your photos is syncing back and forth and the different functionalities and the different things you can do with iCloud and photos. So let's just start by looking at how iCloud actually works. In order to do that, we'll be focusing on the Photos application. We'll go up to Photos and then Preferences. And we'll start off by talking a bit about how iCloud works. And in order to do that, I've drawn an illustration which makes it quite simple to understand. This is not a iCloud course or an iCloud video series, so we won't kind of be talking too much about how iCloud actually works and all the different aspects of it. But we'll have to kind of just talk some about the fundamentals, and then we'll go into the different settings and how it works with iCloud, the different things you can do. Okay. So iCloud is a cloud service, and it basically keeps your content updated everywhere you are, or whatever computer or device you're using. So if you have a Mac, for instance, and you have your iCloud account set up, everything will sync up to iCloud, etc., etc. You need an iCloud account and you need an Apple ID, and it's pretty automatic. So you can use iCloud with many devices. You could use it with your iPhone, iPad, MacBook, iMac. You can even use it with a PC, and you can even go to www.icloud.com and you'll find all your content there as well. So what happens? What happens is you have your iPhone, for instance, and you set up your iCloud account. What happens then is if you tick off for photos or activate photos, all your photos will be, or depends on your settings, but basically your photos and your content will be synced or uploaded up to iCloud. And then if you have a MacBook with iCloud set up, then all the photos will be downloaded to your Mac and then be put in the Photos application. Then when you, for instance, have an iPad, you can access the same photos there, and you can do the same with your iMac, and with your PC, you can access them from a folder or iCloud.com, etc., etc. So it's not only your photos, it's also email, it's notes, it's calendar, contacts, reminders, and a lot more. And there's a lot, iCloud is also more than just content syncing. It can be thought as an hard drive or an external hard drive. It can be used as a backup, but as you can see down here, I say that it's not a backup. So the main point by now is that iCloud syncs all your content, and when it comes to photos, it will sync your photos based on different settings. So we basically have two different functions or things we can use iCloud for. Number one is the photo stream. So if you see here in my settings, I have the iCloud photo library, but we also have my photo stream. And we also have iCloud photo sharing, but that's not too complicated. The real difference is between iCloud photo library and the photo stream. So what happens when you use the photo stream? When you use the photo stream, it syncs the last 1,000 photos or pictures from whatever device to iCloud, and then it downloads the same photos to the computer, or one other device. But after that sync or that upload and download, it doesn't really sync, and it doesn't really even download to your iPhone. It's actually just uploading from your iPhone and then downloading to your Mac. Probably will be stored there. It depends a bit on your settings. And then when it comes to your Mac, when you, for instance, import photos or pictures from your digital camera and it uploads, it doesn't really sync down to your iPhone. So the photo stream pushes photos up to the cloud, and then it stays there. The 1,000 last photos stays there. The 1,000 last photos stay there, but then they're actually deleted after about 30 days. So what is the iCloud photo library? The iCloud photo library puts all your photos up in the cloud, and then the whole library is saved up there. So that means all your albums, all your folders. When you delete the photo on your iPhone, it deletes in the cloud and on your Mac or your iPad. When you change the name of an album or a folder, the same thing will happen. So the photo stream pushes photos from a device to the cloud and then down to another device, whereas the iCloud photo library syncs all the photos all the time. So that means you create a folder or an album on the MacBook, syncs to the iCloud library or photo library, and then it goes back down to your iPhone. So you can say that the photo, if you use iCloud photo library, there's not really any need for the photo stream. And that's not really true, because when you use the photo stream, you can have a fourth Mac, for instance, or an iPad which is not really connected or doesn't have the capacity. But you still, or the capacity to have the whole photo library on it. But you still want the photos taken on that device to be uploaded. So let's say we have your MacBook, you want all your photos there, of course, and then you have your iPhone and you want them there as well, but your iPad is only 16 gigabyte, for instance, so you can't have all your photos on the iPad. Then what you can do is just use the photo stream here, meaning that all the photos you take with your iPad will be uploaded to iCloud, downloaded to your Mac, and then stored to the photo library, then synced back up and then down to your iPhone. Okay, some common questions are, how does this optimized storage work? What is iCloud photo sharing? You can basically say that my recommended settings is actually to just tick off for everything here. So you should use my photo stream. I won't go into those details now. And you should use iCloud photo sharing as well. Normally I would most definitely recommend to download originals to this Mac, but it of course depends on your technical literacy, your backups, and a lot of other things. The only reason why I'm optimizing my storage right here is because this is just a secondary user on this Mac, so that's basically the only reason. I don't want the photos to take up too much space. Okay, on your iPhone, I would recommend you to have about the same settings. Use the iCloud photo library, optimize your storage on the iPhone for sure, but keep the originals on the Mac. And then you can use PhotoStream and iCloud photo sharing as well. Okay, so I hope you learned something new about iCloud, and I hope you've put all your photos into the Photos application. And in the next video, we'll talk more about some genius photo tips and actually how to organize and how to do some nice things. So have a look at your iCloud settings, go up here, preferences, and I'll see you in the next video.